Hello, and welcome to Blades and Banners, a Tales of the Valiant actual play show set in the Eberron campaign setting. And do my eyes deceive me, or are we joined by Shawnee Little Theater's own Eric?
That's me.
Star of stage and computer screen.
Oh my gosh, you're amazing.
Hi, everyone. Glad to be back.
Welcome back.
Didn't have anything else I wanted to do tonight.
Oh, stop it. Ouch.
I'm kidding.
He isn't.
Oh, I know he's kidding. He would rather be watching basketball.
No, that's not true.
Mia, what happened last time since Eric is lame and didn't do his homework?
Oh.
All the details, please.
Don't tell me that, because I'll give you all of them, and the whole episode will be a review. Hello. So we went back to Lord Kalis's place. We brought back the black crystal that we had acquired from Raffle and Nagwin. Boom. First shot out of the box. We regaled Lord Kalis with the tale of our journey, and he was an incredible audience. And we got to have a huge pancake breakfast, and he offered as a reward to repair our ship. And so as we walked to our ship, we saw the Devourer's Wrath, which is a ship from the Riptide Principality. They were hanging out there in port. I don't think any of the players remembered that was supposed to be as important as it was. And then we talked to a mummy with a tricorn hat, and he said it's going to take 3 days. Get your stuff if you want it, and we're gonna go hang out at Kalis's place. And then Ellie-wise decided to go on a ghost hunt, but Finian wouldn't let her go alone.
It's true.
And so
I'm sorry.
Sahaina's gonna go with.
I'm just the worst.
So, Oren,
Yes.
it's early morning, and suddenly you hear clattering and scratching on the hull. A hatch is thrown open, and a skeleton hung with like work belts and tools and satchels clambers down the ladder into the lower deck. You can hear lots of clacking feet swarming over the upper decks.
Or it is grabbing his sword. Or it's freaking out. Like, attack! We're under attack!
I don't know who you're telling. You've been alone for 3 days.
The prisoners.
And Aggie, you better have been feeding Aggie, by the way.
I mean, is Orin
So
aware
you
that
better
skeletons
be.
should be on the boat?
No.
Okay, then yes. Orin's
No.
freaking out.
Yeah, the prisoners begin screaming for you to let them out. Yes, the skeleton sort of freezes awkwardly as it encounters you in the passage, and then turns and walks over to a place where a cannonball went all the way through the deck, and begins using a file to smooth out the rough edges of the breach.
What is happening? Excuse me, who are you?
The skeleton turns, looks at you, and then returns to his work. At this point, Sohaina comes down the hatch because Sohaina was going to look at Aggie.
What? Are you okay? What's happening?
Why is there a skeleton on the ship?
Oh, well, they're working on the ship. Oh, that's right. We haven't seen you in a minute. How have your days been? Have you been feeding Aggie?
Yes. It's
Okay.
dreadful. It's very messy eater.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I
Also,
miss
you
her.
should let him know that pants are not food.
I've been trying. But no, the Lord Kalis is wonderful and fed us pancakes and is giving us repairing our ship as a reward for all the fighting.
Okay.
The end.
That's a lot to process in such few words. Why is he wonderful?
Pancakes. And
Sure.
letting us stay there. And he really liked our story about our fight. And he's repairing our ship.
Okay. Where's everyone else? Did they make it out of his home okay?
Yeah, well, they were behind me.
Finian was heading
They should just
aboard.
be out on the dock.
Oh yeah, Finian probably comes down as well, looking to get stuff out of his workshop.
Yep. Oh, he's spending the day in the shop. He's not taking anything back to Kalis's. Oi, morning.
Hello. I hear that things with Lord Kalis went well, and you ate pancakes. And where is Ellywise?
Right. Oh, she's outside, heading back to go chase spirits around a spooky castle, I suppose.
We're not leaving the scary man's castle yet?
Well, no. We were thinking about it, and then he offered to repair the ship as a repayment for us going on a little escapade for him, so opted to take that opportunity.
Great. Okay.
So,
It's probably fine.
I mean, the worst that can happen is the worst that can happen. You've not been trying to reason these last couple of days with me, mate. It's been...
That is neither here nor there, and I would
Right,
appreciate if we
right.
just drop my lack of action the past few days.
Oh, I don't think it's that bad, and to be honest, opted to agree with the idea because it did seem from a good-natured place, and further into the loyalties.
All right. Well, let's hang out then while the skeletons repair the ship.
Well,
Ellywise will pop her head down and yell at Sahina. Are you ready? Is Aggie coming? Oh, Oren, do you want to go ghost hunting?
Just you two are going?
Well, I can take Aggie with. I think Aggie would like it a lot.
there.
Vivian, what are
Finian
you
said
up
that he
to?
was going to stay on the ship and work.
It was my plan, indeed, but we've, did you tell him about who we've seen pulling in here?
Oh, we should probably check that out first.
Assume
We
I
can keep
know
the
nothing.
ghosts for nighttime. That's even better.
Works
What?
for me.
What's happening? What do we need to look at first?
The Devourer's wrath?
Are here?
It's just right
Right.
over there.
They pulled in as we were walking up there.
Uh-huh. We should.
Were they
yes.
docked or are they docked?
They're
They
docked.
were, okay. Yeah, they're stopped nearby.
Okay, so
So
we should investigate that. I would.
my plans for the day, I think, have had a bit of an alteration to them. Be finding out what exactly is happening there.
Yes. I concur that we should figure out
I
what's
guess
going
my
on.
plans changed to...
I'm so sorry that you can't go ghost hunting right now.
Thank you.
As you said, ghost hunting's better at night anyway. Ghost is sleeping right now. What?
I don't
So,
remember sleeping ghosts, but we'll look for that, I guess.
some ghosts sleep.
I feel that would be a safer option of ghosts to go hunting for.
Or
I don't know if I
spirits.
was. Oh, that too.
Sorry, go ahead, Sahina.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm pretty grumpy when I get woken up, so I don't think it would be better.
That's a great point.
Thank you.
So the Devourer's
How
Wrath?
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
How are the? Actually, I guess it's just a player question. The prisoners still are on the ship.
Yep.
Okay. Warren, how are the prisoners? Oh, I mean, are prisoners? Is that the right word?
Why'd you say it like that?
Because I'm very confident in my answer.
You didn't appear to be, though, is why I'm further inquiring here.
Feeding Aggie is a very big job, and that's what most of my focus has been. The prisoners are fine, though. None of them are complaining, except when I screamed that we were under attack. I don't have a doorknob on my door right now to my office, and so one of the dogs just let themselves in using their head.
Aggie, not now.
Meet new dog number 1.
Oh, hello, new dog number 1.
Adorable.
His name is Oliver.
Oliver. You know we're all
He's
going
so
to need
far
lots
away,
of pictures.
Eric.
Yeah, well, seriously.
He also does not like being picked up.
Same.
Oh.
Don't make him mad.
Oh.
Yeah, I get it. I get where you're coming from, Ollie.
You can see him there. Anyway, moving on.
Yes.
The prisoners seem fine. I yelled that we were under attack when a strange skeleton came down here unannounced and woke me up. And they freaked out then, but other than that, they've been perfectly fine. And
we've-
right, everyone?
Are we being left here with skeletons?
Aye.
What?
It's a.
Why?
I almost said it's a friendly skeleton. I'm not sure about. It's a neutral skeleton. It's here to repair the boat.
Yes. So the prisoners seem less than thrilled with that they're being left on the ship with the skeletons.
Don't be prisoners, then.
But they
They're
are prisoners.
Isn't that
I
the
mean,
goal? Is to be less than thrilled?
Depends on your view.
I know. I guess we have to
would
decide
say,
that. Do we want to be like the nice to prisoners ship, or
in my experience, there's no such thing. Just for the record, I've never been prisoner on a ship, but yeah, it's usually not intended to be pleasant.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Boo.
Has there been any progress worth me asking Orin further on? Was there information he was supposed to be gleaning from them, or are we just taking him back home as ransom or bounty?
I don't think Orin has been interrogating the prisoners.
If you want to make a roll that I have been, I'm fine with that. But I've been sleeping and feeding.
Can we talk about how much are you feeding Aggie? That it has never been an issue previously.
I feed him food. He eats my pants. He throws up the food. I have to feed him more food.
Your
Then
day
he eats
with
more of my
this
pants. He
as an
throws up the
activity.
food.
Okay. This is
I thought this was obvious, but she.
Sorry.
No,
It's been a while. I'm just waking up. I'm
who
sorry.
have you been feeding now?
The skeleton, obviously.
Yep.
See,
I
my
apologize for
improv
the lack of
classes were
productivity
fun.
this group is now going to experience with me back.
So have you do I ask you more about your time with the prisoners? Like, is that something you did, Eric as Orin, or do we just move forward?
I've done nothing with prisoners.
Okay.
Like-
Got it.
All right.
Unless you all told Orin to do something with prisoners, and then I'm more than happy to say that Orin was doing the thing with the prisoners. I have no idea what's happening. Please help me.
Oh boy. Just episode 1 for the night. All right. I need just 2 quick seconds in the shop before we set about doing anything else. I've got an itch in my brain. I just have to do real quick. And he heads off to his shop to see if he can make his new idea happen, which will be very quick.
An itch in his brain.
That sounds
I
serious.
was afraid to ask.
That
Should go
sounds
see
awful,
A physician or a witch doctor.
right?
I mean, y'all could make
we
it
could
back
go
to
back
7
to the.
Oh yeah, I have to make her hat.
She would love something handmade from you.
I know.
Or something made from your hands.
Noted.
Okay, so Finian ducks into his workshop. Is something we need to know about happening in there?
No, I'm self-flavoring the level up change.
Excellent.
That's all.
Okay.
Self-flavoring. What a phrase.
You're welcome.
All right, crew. What are we doing?
I imagine we're gonna. Should we head to the pub, see if there's any movement of the crew around, see what they're in town for, or if they're here for us, or if they're here for their own purposes.
That is a much better idea. Yeah.
You hadn't noticed them, right, Oren? So we don't know how long they've been here.
Yes, I have no idea.
Right. I can't think of a better place to start than where we all go as soon as we arrive.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
You head back up on the deck. Oren, there is a mummy in a sea coat and tricorn hat, standing on the deck, seeming to be overseeing the skeletons. He has a notebook in which he is taking notes and occasionally checking things off.
There are prisoners down there, so if you just would make sure that they don't leave, or in mending things, y'all don't let them out, that would be great.
I will ensure they do not leave.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Can we add to that they'll stay living in there? That's
great
important
addition.
for us.
I will not allow the skeletons to kill them.
Cheers. Much appreciated then. All right. I imagine tomorrow then we'll check back with you.
Very good, sirs and ma'ams. And Melville once again tips his hat. What exactly did Oren just tip?
Oren wears hats.
Did he just pantomiming a hat tip has to be disrespectful, like in all cultures.
Remember me?
All right, so we're heading to the Hanged Man.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Is the dockmaster around?
You could find him. He's not right here by your ship, but
I would like to try to.
all right. So it takes you just a few minutes. You find a dockmaster seeing in a cargo ship that has arrived. The dockmaster at the moment, or at least the person on shift as dockmaster, is a dwarf with a dark black beard and completely bald on top, with a bunch of tattoos wrapping around his scalp.
Did you just describe how I want to be in 20 years? Is that what
I
you just
don't
did?
know. We going for head tattoos?
There's a world. There's a world where that happens.
All right. So yes. So you approach. He turns, looks at this. What can I do for you?
Well met, sir. I'm Finian. My mate's here. We were just wondering if you could tell us how long have they been pulled in here?
Devourer's Wrath.
Aye.
He turns a couple of pages in his ledger. They were signed in last night.
Right, cheers. I recognize the need for some decorum and privacy in these matters, but with some hostility between us, did they state their intention for being here to you? Is there a matter of time we should expect them to be so close to us as we're undergoing repairs from Lord Kaelus's direction?
Make a persuasion check.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
He leans around, looks down towards your ship, seeing Melville on the deck, and well, said they were here on business to the interior.
How long did they pay for, if you'd be so kind?
They paid for 4 nights.
Right. Cheers. And has most of the crew left, stayed aboard?
I believe most of the crew is ashore.
Right. Well, I appreciate your assistance in the matter. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Again, Finian, I didn't hear your name.
Torvald.
Torvald. Right. Well, cheers then, mate.
He nods and turns back to his business.
And Finian would relay that information if the gang was not close enough to have heard on their own.
That was a great addition when you were like, Lord Kaelus is repairing our ship.
Well done.
I appreciate it. It's the benefit to all of this speaking we're doing these days.
Right. That's one of those things that, like, you said one thing, but you were also saying another thing, but it wasn't insulting.
Yep. Yeah, see? There you are.
It's gonna take me a while to really get it.
We've time.
Okay.
To the hangman.
To the hangman. All right, you head on down the line of piers to the familiar now sight of the corpse swaying from the awnings of the inn. As you approach, the corpse raises a hand in salute. And says, "Good morning."
Hello.
Cheers.
Fine weather we have today.
Is it fine weather?
Yeah.
We've not discussed the weather. Is it?
It's very foggy right now.
Yeah, that sounds right for this place. All right.
It's fine.
And then walking in.
Thank you.
I don't want to befriend this guy.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
I love thinking that Orin is actively talking into his hand as we walk. Okay.
Worried about his morning death.
Head on in to the Hanged Man. It's not crowded. It's quite early in the morning. There are some people coming down the stairs from the rooms for rent above. There are also a handful of people passed out in booths or at tables.
As you would expect.
As you would expect, sure. The lighting is not really different in daylight. Most of the glass of the windows has absorbed enough smoke to be effectively tinted. And so you are still lit by the gently bobbing lanterns that suspend themselves from the rafters. And I would like everyone to make a wisdom check. I'm sorry, wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. I'm so good at these.
Nat 1, baby!
Oh my god.
Welcome back.
This is
Oh,
against
God.
charm, if that's relevant to anyone's.
This
Holy
is
crap,
not good.
gang.
That's real
This is not good.
All right, so if Oren's got a natural 1. What's Eliwaz got?
9. She rolled a 3.
Sahina?
5, because she also rolled a 3.
And Finian.
Hey.
5, because he and Sahina are really in tune these days.
You know what, guys? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Let's go!
It's true.
I
could use a drink.
wish I'd have had more than the one glass last night. That wine is, in fact, quite good.
You drank his wine also.
I did.
Good,
What's
good,
that?
good. I really need a drink now.
Do you know, if you've never tried it before, Oren, if you add milk and sugar and honey to a drink, it makes it really delicious.
What's the base drink? I feel like it's you can't just say to a drink.
Well, tea or wine.
Right.
What's
True.
It is true.
She did try it in wine.
And it was good, you say.
And she
It
drank it.
was, yes, I did.
She does say. She
I'm
does.
just thinking of the color of that beverage. And
I
God, either
I'm
way,
excited.
white or red.
We have decided in the watch party that the name of this cocktail is ambergris.
Yeah, that. Fair. Well
I
done,
am
everyone.
excited to
Yes.
hear what you think of it, Aaron.
We will have to find out another day because I'm going to just get an ale.
Milk
I
is
also
perfect for
proposed
breakfast, though.
thick wine.
Yes.
I
Delightful.
hate that. Like, those words are
I
so
know.
bad
Can I get some of that thick wine though?
They're so bad together.
I really feel like it with most drinks. It's not a great
Honestly,
combination.
I have the concept of what that would taste like in the back of my throat, and I hate it.
I know.
So,
I know. And I can't.
I can't stop
You're
thinking
welcome.
about what that would. Also, why
You
sugar
definitely
and
should have
honey?
waited until
Like,
towards the end
First
of the
episode.
episode for that.
It was available.
Yeah, that is the reason.
It was one of the additives available.
Sorry, just player question. Flurp. Do they allow
Yeah. First episode, viewers.
Yeah.
We're doing more of these tonight.
And your answer to that, Philip, is no.
Sure.
Great, fantastic. So Aggie is with us.
Excellent.
Yes, it was whether critters are allowed in.
Yeah, I feel like in any world that functions on a D&D sort of system, familiars and animal companions are so common that I think everywhere has made itself at least magical pet friendly.
Awesome.
familiars are service animals, so
There you go.
Therefore,
So I would like, if it is okay with you, I would like to say that we have, Sohina has crafted a little traveling backpack for Aggie. She likes to spend her time on Sohina's shoulders, but for the traveling part.
Okay,
Is that cool?
that's absolutely fine.
All right, great.
Is it like one of those front carriers that moms carry kids around in?
I was honestly thinking that, but we'll say no for now.
I have a picture of Miley with one of our dogs in one of those on her chest when she had to have the dog had to have knee surgery. And so
I'm just saying, with the club tail hanging down, wearing that in front has some real potential consequences.
I'm not the one carrying it around.
Anyway.
Yeah, boy, we've done nothing in this bar.
So yeah, y'all come
Drink.
in and you feel like it is in fact not too early. Also, it smells like they have great breakfast. You suddenly think.
amazing. Sounds wonderful. Oren goes and finds a table.
Right?
And while trailing to go to the table, quick scan around. I don't know what I need to roll for it to see if there's anyone in the recognizable colors. If any
Sure.
of these incapacitated.
Give me a perception check.
Can I do that as well?
Sure.
18.
18. You look around and you are actually pretty sure that no one here is wearing Riptide livery. There is, however, on a hat tree, one large feathered musketeer style hat that looks like it was left here, forgotten. So they have been here.
Roger.
They may have gone to go get coffee in the morning at Exhumed, which is the local
possible.
coffee shop.
It's true. All the coffee is grown in local graveyards.
I did not know that the last time we went to
Can't
Exhumed.
wait.
Wait, you didn't
Christ.
immediately jump there?
I can't wait to be done here.
Why?
Living in Tim Burton land is not for me. I bet their Hot Topic's amazing, though.
Otherwise, when things are grown in a cemetery, that means that the flesh of people are what is fertilizing the dirt and feeding the plants. So, by the transitive property, if you eat those plants, you are eating the remains of people in a certain.
Right, but that is in fact different from consuming people. Am I
Yes.
Am I wrong here? Right? Like,
No. That is
Yes.
different. Also, all soil is decomposed things. So it makes perfect sense how you would utilize an actively set aside place for decomposition to
I'm
then
not
also
saying-
grow things. That's so clever.
right?
I'm not saying it's the same thing as taking a pound of flesh from a person and eating it. I am just merely
Gross.
saying that it skeeves me out, I guess, to just put
Oh.
a simple.
Huh.
What am I?
A
cannot
zombie
be-
brings your food over on a tray and sets it on the table.
Thank you so
and
much.
Thank you.
Passes you drinks around.
Right. Cheers. Is there Is there anyone working here that's not a zombie?
Did any of us order this?
There is a bartender who it looks to be a Koravar half elf.
Finian would eat and enjoy his drink, continue talking about how good people coffee is. And then after finishing, I'll fetch us one more and have a word over there. Yeah?
One more does sound good.
I didn't feel like you were going to give me a chance on a 5 to not have a second like that. After a second, I'd expect a new shot at it, but this felt like a Philip thing. So I'd like to walk over there.
Possibly something higher end.
Hail, well met.
Good morning.
I like one more round of drinks for my friends and I, but we've just finished some work and I kind of feel as though we ought to celebrate a little bit. So maybe a nice glass of.
Sure. He turns and gets down a bottle of spirits from the top shelf.
It looks lovely.
Yeah, coffin-aged bourbon.
Right, why would it not be? Seems as though quite a night in here last night.
Usually is. He begins setting out 4 glasses, takes the cap off of the bourbon glass. There's a soft and then he pours.
Because it's under charm, Finian's soaking this up and is trying to stay focused.
You have to ask if the coffin was empty. You have to. You're charmed, not dumb.
Not living flesh. I noticed.
No, it wasn't. It had the bourbon in it.
Okay. That's what I was asking.
I see the ship out there, as well as the hat, still abandoned over here. Riptide's been through.
Yeah, they came in, had themselves a roaring night.
I was under the impression they were here for some rather serious work inside, in the interior, but found the time to cut loose, eh?
They did.
Any leanings as to what it was they were here for?
You know, we have an excellent dessert menu.
I would imagine you do, and Finian will pull out a coin purse.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know if I would need to see it, frankly.
Really? Well, chef's choice then, huh?
Well, if we make it to there, yeah.
Our pastry chef is very good. He's been perfecting the craft for a long time.
Knowing where we are, I can only imagine how long. But we've a different set of appetites at the moment, and I think learning the activities of those that are against us prior to our engagement with Lord Kalis here is the only thing that might sate that hunger.
How much money are you setting on the bar?
Let me see how much money I have. I still don't know.
I know.
Out of the bag, as he's been talking, he has stacked 3 gold pieces. And
He looks those over. All right. Well, they were drinking pretty heavily, so as sailors will, bragging, boasting. So take it all as you will. They claimed that they discovered a cache of, or the location of a cache of treasure hidden on the island by Jorge the Black.
oh,
Before his disappearance. And they meant to claim it. Seemed to think it would lead to great things.
did they head out at an appropriate time in the evening, or were they here long until?
They headed out crack of dawn, really.
Make any sort of conversation you saw with anyone that was pointing them in a direction that we might find them headed in?
Talked to a local man named Korga, a dwarf.
We know Korga.
Did it seem as though Korga was headed out with them?
He left the bar before them. Couldn't say whether they met back up.
What we know of Korga, we don't know where he would stay, right?
You know exactly where Korga lives.
Oh,
Or
got it.
you know where you have found Korga before.
Heard it.
Isn't Korga our guy?
Nope.
Okay, sorry.
Korga is the dwarf who took
Right,
delivery
yes.
of the goods that the Riptide brought last time you were here.
Yep.
And Ellywise snooped around his cottage in owl form.
As an owl.
And that while he was ostensibly talking to Demise on the phone.
Yeah, whoever that is.
Right.
No idea.
Did it seem as though they planned on being out for a while? Are we talking deep into the interior that they set out for, packed for days?
Didn't give a location, but they seemed to be well supplied.
What's your name, mate?
Oh, I'm Gerard.
Well met, Gerard. Finian, my companions. And he pulls out a fourth gold piece and sets it on top. I am greatly pleased to make your acquaintance, my friend.
A pleasure.
Takes the drinks back to the table and passes that information along to the crew that need to go to locate Korga and find out where they went.
Or, just another thought, we can absolutely do that. Or we could go onto the ship and see if there's a copy of whatever documentation was pointing them in the direction of this Jorge the Black's treasure.
You know
We
what
could
I
do-
think we should do.
Go hunt ghosts.
No. Oh.
Well, obviously, but not right now. That doesn't help us. This. I could go fly to Korga's house, see if anything's happening there, and y'all could sneak on the ship, see if anything's happening there, and then we get the information together.
Does not sound like a bad plan.
We've got very limited time to make forward progress, so I actually think that doing both at the same time might be the right way.
Do need some more bacon though before we go.
As Finian lifts the glass, cheers. It's the finest they have.
Lovely.
Ooh.
Coffin
nice-
aged, he says.
Earthy flavor.
It's that sitcom thing where the person that's not used to drinking liquor drinks liquor, where Oren kicks it back and then immediately falls out of his mouth back to the glass.
Oh, Oren, you spilled some.
I did precisely what I intended to. Thank you.
Oh.
Oh.
Tastes like feet. Let's go.
Must have gotten a bad part of the bottle then. It's not my experience at all. Right. Shall we then? Are we wanting to interrupt this, yeah? If there's treasure that will set them on some course of new grandeur, we want in the middle of this, right?
Absolutely.
Anything they want, we want to stop, right? That's if it was also treasure, that would be great.
Right. 'Twas my thought. I didn't want to be saying what we're doing is all. That's
Anything to annoy Riptide, Oren says as he walks back to over, now wearing the hat off the hat tree.
so back out then.
All right. So
Great second breakfast.
So back out into the street, and Ellywise is turning into an owl.
Question mark?
Yes,
Period.
question mark. and the rest of you are going to try and sneak aboard the Devourer's Wrath.
In the middle of the day. Yes.
It's not anywhere near the middle of the day.
Yeah, it is. Right in
You
maybe
know
9:30 in
what
the
I meant.
We've got a buzz while people are still passed out in the bar from the night before. So
Been there.
I don't think Finian's buzzed though. We did just eat a lot of pancakes before we came here, and then ate another breakfast.
It's true. You are well fed. Okay. So, Ellywise, you fly back to the cottage. You know where it is. And you land nearby. Make a perception check.
Okay. Just as a reminder. Oh, I landed.
You don't have to land, I suppose.
Because where are my notes? The owl's perception is 20 when perceiving by hearing or sight.
That's right. Okay. That's right. So, never mind. You have a 20. So, yes, you land and listen. And you can definitely hear the sounds of someone, bustling about in the cottage. You don't hear anyone talking. It just sounds like somebody moving about, moving some things. Maybe you hear the clatter of a dish or something like that. It sounds like relatively normal sounds that you might expect to hear inside a home at this hour.
I would like to try to get a visual of who that is, see if that is Korga or not.
Okay. So are you going to land on a windowsill? What is plan?
Could I get a visual if I just fly by a window?
Maybe. I would probably make you roll.
Yes. A giant owl landing on a windowsill does not seem stealthy. So
it
I
does
am
seem noticeable.
If I was making my coffee in the morning and a giant owl landed on the windowsill, I would immediately assume the apocalypse was happening.
I once opened my classroom window, and there was I once opened my classroom window, and there was a vulture sitting on the windowsill.
Whoa.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh my goodness.
That's metal.
Yeah.
And I would run.
Yeah, I know. I assumed this was obviously I was cursed and I needed to take the day off.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to fly by and get a peek inside the window.
Give me a roll because you're already very good. I won't make it with disadvantage. This is
You won't believe this, Philip.
Oh my lord.
I did roll a natural 20.
you absolutely see the shape of Korga the dwarf moving about the interior of the cottage.
Excellent. Well, that's the information I wanted. And no
Cool.
Riptide hanging around.
Don't see any.
Okay.
Just his cart parked out back. Okay, so the rest of you. So how's this going to go? What's the plan?
Great. Wow. What a question. What a question out of the boy. Oren, you any ideas as the most successful person at having snuck something off of a ship previously?
Well, I did swim last time from our ship, so we could try that again.
That is an option. I don't know that it keeps as low of a profile this time.
It's true. We could also just try bribing the dockmaster to look the other way.
I'm not opposed to this idea.
I could make a distraction.
What did you have in mind? And please, that's not a what did you have in mind, go do it, but explain.
Well, I have all kinds of things that I could do to get attention for I could make another. I don't feel like my flying stingray got enough attention last time, so I could make another one of those, or I could actually just do a performance.
Yes.
Anything, a lot of things. Make pretty colors.
We could also just try confidently walking onto the ship. If you walk anywhere with enough confidence, people won't stop you.
Is that so?
In my experience.
Why'd we not do that last time then?
Well, there were people that knew we shouldn't be on the ship. That's where stealth was required. But right now, our primary concern is the dockmaster seeing us do it. But if it looks like we're meant to be doing it, then there's no reason for suspicion.
Did Orin go with Finian when he went to speak to the dockmaster earlier?
Oh.
I don't. Because I had said I was going to go back and tell you guys. I don't know if y'all went with. Was that declared? Were you there?
I assumed we went as a group.
I don't think anybody said so y'all get to decide. What would you like to have been the case?
Colin? What?
Oh, I'm asking because the Finian he knows doesn't belong aboard the ship, so that's the matter of bribery. But if you guys weren't along with, then that is a matter of potentially walking confidently enough. That's why.
Isn't there, but I was there because I made a comment about what you had said. So just.
But Orin, in his new fancy hat, which matches the people that are supposed to be on this ship, was not.
All right.
Fair enough. Then after having discussed that in character, we come to the conclusion. Well, fairly met then, I suppose.
You can be my guests.
So you want me to join along with? As we're walking back by the docks, is the dockmaster close to their ship? Is he in sight?
Anybody got a luck point to say he isn't?
I do.
Sure.
Okay. I was going to ask also, my mental fortitude says when I start my turn charmed, I gain a luck point. Would I have gained a luck point during my time in the Hanged Man?
You would have gained a luck point during your time in the Hanged Man.
Cool.
Also, Colin, I'm so sorry. Did you roll an insight? Because if so, you were supposed to say that you did an insight. If you remember that.
That's true. That is true. I have not did an insight. I'm
Apologies.
sacrificing my luck point. So, all right then, Captain Fancy Hat. I suppose we try our luck then.
Okay. So you walk confidently down the pier and up the gangplank onto the Devourer's Wrath. Where are you going?
Anybody on deck?
Nobody's on deck.
Down below deck.
Yeah.
Heading to the captain's quarters.
Yeah, where we would think a captain's quarter would be.
Sure. Yeah. Captain's quarters are usually, you see this ship has an aft castle below the helm, and there's a set of doors there. So you head towards what you presume to be the captain's quarters. You reach the doors, and they are locked.
Orin would love nothing more than to check for traps on this door before attempting to unlock it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
19.
19. You don't detect any traps on the door.
Who is good at unlocking things?
I feel like that would be... I don't have lockpick tools, though. I have tinker tools.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Well,
I wonder if I can make, with repurpose, I'm wondering if I could
Oh.
make a lockpick.
Yeah, I can also transform my shard. So, call it, Sahina. Which one of us is going to go for this?
Well, I am not seeing the lockpick on the list of things that I can make, so let's have you do your transform your shard.
The soft of the newly formed shard coming out of its holder and spinning it out into a lockpick.
All right. And give me a check with that tool using dexterity and then your proficiency for the tool.
And then my proficiency 13, right? Not great. Oh, 12.
Yeah. So you start working on the lock, and it's about you're going working on it, jiggling the lock a little bit, when the door opens and a man in a sea coat in Riptide colors and with a sword on his belt looks in shock and says, "Who the blazes are you?"
Shh. Orin cast sleep.
Finian
Please
drops the
roll.
pick to try to catch him as he falls.
Please roll.
35.
35.
Wow.
That's
That
so
might
many
not be enough.
dice
That's
on the
not
screen.
that's not a great roll.
35 is not enough
Balls.
for who you now see is the captain of this vessel. And
Oh my god.
we're going to pick up there
Oh,
next
good.
time.
Yeah.
Ah, it would have been so good. Dag nabbit.
Really good.
Balls.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can do so, of course, in comments down below or at our Discord, the link to which is in the description, along with links to all of the other things created by these lovely people. New episodes of Blades and Banners drop on Monday. New episodes of the Ship's Log, our Q&A show, drop on alternating Fridays, more or less. And until next time, thanks for rolling with us.